Kind of like this. I used to fight it. You guys remember in the old school? I'd be fighting it. I like it.
Go with it.
No, it's like, you know when the wave comes in, and then there's that, it's almost like that sizzle. Sort of as you guys like it, that's what that sound, that kind of natural sound. I like it. All right, announcements. I have one big announcement. I'm trying to think if there's other smaller announcements I have. I don't think there is. We didn't have church last week, obviously, because of the weather. If you are so called and you feel like tithing for that week too, we would appreciate it, because the rent stays the same and other things. If, you know, go with what's in your heart, but I ask you to consider that. The other announcement I have is one that may not come as a big surprise to you guys, but still will be a little bit of a shock, which is Reverend Ed is going to be stepping down as a minister. Not because he wants to, but because the travel is too difficult for him. The travel and just the, you know, the length of it has become too trying for him.
We'll just go to him.
I know. Believe me, the board, we met and we threw out every option possible, you know. You can write it up, we'll read it. That did not go, you know, there's something about Reverend Ed's very dry delivery that I don't know that anybody else could quite pull off. We'll drive you. I was like, I love you guys, and I really appreciate the sentiment. He knows I'm making this announcement, and in fact, it was also discussed with the board, because some people said, well, he should really be here, and I said, I know Reverend Ed pretty well, and I think that he's the type of person that might appreciate it that we announce while he wasn't here, and I asked him that, and he said, oh, yes. So I think, because I know for him it's going to be emotional and overwhelming, and so having, you know, breaking it to you guys a week before, he actually, that was his choice, just in case you're wondering why I'm doing it this week as opposed to next week. He is going to be with us as long as he can be, and weather permitting. And we are starting a ministerial search. So I've been in touch with Unity Worldwide Ministries. We have a conference call set up for February 6th to talk about going through the process with them. We have a name from Sister Colette that she recommends, a Unity teacher, and I would like to reach out to her. So, you know, we often say everything in divine order, but when I was speaking with Carrie Kenyon at the Unity, she said, that which is that which you are seeking is seeking you.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what, right? That which you are seeking is seeking you, and I love that. I thought that is right. Whoever is out there for us is waiting for us, and we're waiting for them. And so by the power of our thinking, by the board doing some investigation, by all of us, we want your feedback as well. So what we'll do is, you know, we'll have people come in, we'll see people's availability. I don't know that there's going to be a stampede to the door of, you know, 900 ministers looking to be interviewed. Perhaps there will be. But we'll have people come and talk, and then we want to have your feedback as well. So we spoke about doing anonymous surveys afterwards so that you guys can give us your feedback, because whoever we bring in, you know, it needs to be the right fit for us. So trust that that is already underway. I think that's all the announcements that I have. Mine? Sorry, Jim was behind you, so it was a...
Okay, I'll make a little announcement.
Yeah?
I've been discovering what an amazing town this is, Brookline, that we're meeting in. There's not that many of us who actually live in Brookline, but some of us do. And I want to tell you from some of us who do that Brookline is doing some wonderful things, and they're really very evident this month of celebrating Martin Luther King's Day and Black History Month and that. So I've been doing some work with that, and I wanted to let you know that today in the town of Brookline, at Town Hall, there's going to be the dedication of a statue of Martin Luther King. And part of what Brookline is doing, I think, is moving from honoring some of the historical figures, like Devotion School was named for someone who, now we understand that he was a slave owner, and there's been a move away from that towards looking for new names to honor the rest of the people who lived in Brookline that were historically important. So this is part of a celebration of that with artist John Williams, who made this beautiful bust, and I just feel like it's an important thing happening in our town that I wanted you to know about. And looking at Brookline and the other things I've been thinking about in my own life in relation to that, I've come to appreciate more than ever what a beautiful family I have here. So I just wanted to invite you all to join me at least in spirit in that.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you.
Elder Jim?
Well, I guess it's more of a question, if there's some kind of, maybe we could make a video or letters to send appreciations
Of course.
as a group to, as individuals and as a group to hit.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And whatever ideas you guys have,
Letters sounds good.
yeah, letters I think would be wonderful. I mean, he is a man of letters, truly.
Mhm.
Yeah,
He's
right, yeah.
very scholarly, I like that. And I love the idea of things being on paper.
So if we
You
could,
can hold on
write we could
to-
write letters and then bring them to you and you can.
Absolutely.
Maybe next week or the week after.
Yeah,
Have
yeah.
a date that you'll be sending them off to them.
I could even do, well, I mean, he's not leaving yet, right? Like, it might take.
Put them in a book.
Yeah, that's, yeah, we
When
were
is he
talking
leaving?
about doing, so he does not wanna give a firm date, and he said that he believes that, you know, when the right person comes to us, that it will be the right time for him to leave. If the weather's bad, then he will not be coming, right? So if it's even kinda slightly dicey for him, that doesn't mean that we won't necessarily have church. I might call on Sister Colette, not to put you on the spot. You might have to listen to me. We have Martine coming at the end of March. We also have her in our stable. So rest assured that, you know, either way, that when weather permitting, we'll have church. I remembered the other announcement I had. Yes, just always look to Brother Bob. I put this on the e-blast. This Brother Bob, sorry. I should specify. I have, you know, every year we usually hand out, I print out like 40 things for tax receipts. And I decided to save some paper and save some time. And if you would like a tax receipt, email me. If you go on your e-blast, I believe that Bob put in a link for that. My email is also on the website. Email me and I will email you back a tax receipt. So if you want one, I will send it that way and we'll save some trees and save a little time. Evelyn availed herself.
I did, and you sent it in Chrome, and if you don't have Chrome, you're gonna have to download the app in order to print your receipt, just saying.
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
old,
and
so I have to download the app.
thank you for telling me that. Yeah, and if you want me to bring it to you, just email me and I can do that too.
Mhm.
It's just that we have such a long list, and I mean, we would be carrying around envelopes for like 3 months later and like chasing people down, and some of them didn't even care. So yeah, so if you want me to print it out and bring it to church, you can do that too. If you have Chrome and it's easier, we can do that as well. All right,
Thank you.
Shira?
I have one. I'm gonna be doing a workshop, not this coming Saturday, but next Saturday. It'll be, it's part of Debtors Anonymous. It's a Debtors Anonymous workshop, but anybody can come. It's at the police station from 10:30 to 11:45. Saturday, I believe it's the 9th, and it's $5. Suggest a donation, no one's turned away, and it's making and being the poem. If you were the poem that God intended you to be, what would you be? And you can write it, or there'll be art supplies. So if you're intimidated by if you love poetry, great. If you're intimidated, you can paint it or draw it, and it should be a lot of fun. And if you have more questions, just see
It
me.
does sound
Sure.
like fun. I'm
Yeah,
more
thanks.
intimidated by the drawing part than the
Yeah.
writing part. Anybody else? All right.